whether it was a triple threat intercontinental championship match, figuring out which way the Royal Rumble winners were going to go on the road to WrestleMania, Hulk Hogan appearing for no apparent reason at all, and that tag team match with Street Profits on commentary. Oof. All that and more happened on the February 5th episode of Smackdown, and we are dissecting that, all that and more on this episode of Kimmy Talks Wrestling, and we are starting right now. So it is the Smackdown after the Royal Rumble, and the question remains on everybody's mind: which way is both Bianca Belair and Edge heading into the road to WrestleMania? Are they going to go after Drew and Asuka? Reigns and Sasha? NXT? Who knows? But that is where we will start. So, wow. Smackdown started with Reigns, Paul, and Jey Uso coming out with Roman feeling disrespected. He is known to main event every pay-per-view, and now Edge is trying to come up in here and main event his pay-per-view WrestleMania. The head of the table is not taking any of that. He tells Edge to come out, and of course Edge isn't at the building yet, so you gotta wait. And Paul yelling at like the stage crew person, like, cue Edge's pyro, cue Edge's pyro. Hilarious. And Roman keeps on repeating, are you trying to play games with me? Trying to play games with me? You have to make a decision by the end of the night. And Paul's face in this was so funny because he just like looked at Roman and got so scared. I was like, ooh. We get to the end of the night and Edge says, a lot of people have been telling me different decisions. People have been telling me to go after Drew. People have been telling me to go after Balor. And people have been telling me to go after Reigns. Then Roman, Jey, and Paul come back out. And Edge is like, are you sweating? Are you threatened by me? Are you tired? You're already sweating and we didn't even do anything yet. And you have to bring backup. I didn't come alone. And it's not who you think it is. Roman and Edge talk, and Reigns is like, you gotta make a decision, which way you going? And boom, KO comes out and stuns Roman Reigns. And Reigns is laying there and Edge leaves the ring. So I'm assuming we are going forward with Edge versus Roman Reigns, even though I would rather him go with Drew, because I have no idea what Drew is doing at WrestleMania, because they're rushing the Sheamus stuff. And, in case y'all don't realize, we have 2 pay-per-views till WrestleMania. So, you couldn't wait to do Drew and Sheamus at Mania? Anyway. I'm assuming that going into maybe Fastlane, we are going to get Edge and Christian versus Jey and Reigns to build up on the match. But this was a really good segment. I am getting kind of bored just because Reigns is delivering the same promo every single week. Talk about how he's head of the table, he runs the show, yada yada, whatever. And hopefully a certain Messiah can shut him up next week. By the way, the fact that he's not going after Reigns' title is conspiracy. Speaking of conspiracies, we'll go to the king of conspiracies next with that triple threat intercontinental championship match between Big E, Apollo Crews, and Sami Zayn, with Big E retaining the title. This was a very good match. 3 very talented superstars, but I am going to be honest with all of you. I don't understand why we really dropped the ball with this Apollo Roman Reigns stuff. If you remember, I believe it was 3 weeks ago, Apollo and Reigns were talking. So did we just drop that? Because that would have been super cool. I mean, Apollo was the one who got pinned. Apollo looked at Big E really angry as if he might be turning heel. But really? Really? I don't know where we go from here. I'm hoping, I want Big E to go into WrestleMania as the champion, and I would like him to walk out as champion. I think that'd be super cool. But like I said, this match is really good, but I really want to see if we are going to turn Apollo heel and have him join Reigns, Paul, and Jey, because we dropped the ball with that, and it was really stupid. Then the Street Profits took Corey and Michael's job. It was for no apparent reason because we have no tag team division in WWE. It was Otis and Chad Gable versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode with new theme song music, I might add. I was very shocked that I did not hear, I'm here to show the world, I'm here to show the world, come on, bring it on. I was very shocked. Oof. This match went about 5 minutes, and of course, Otis and Chad lost. But as Corey and Michael were about to commentate the match, the Street Profits come in on a little square and commentate the whole match for them. And they were talking about, you know, rematches, why don't we get a rematch? Do we remember 2018 when they said no automatic rematches at WWE? What are you doing? Like, there is literally no tag teams in WWE. Because they're breaking them up, which is why I would rather them at the draft. They should have unified the titles because they're like, I probably can't even name 5 tag teams off the top of my head. So, I don't know what we do at Mania. I really don't, looking like 64 days ahead. But like, are you just gonna have the Street Profits win the titles again before Mania and then like, then what? What are you gonna do then? I like them on commentary, they are very comedic people, but you gotta do something because the tag team division's slacking, and remember, that's the main reason the Young Bucks did not sign with you, and look how much AEW's tag team division is thriving. We'll turn to the Women's Royal Rumble winner next. Bianca Belair cut a backstage interview first, talking about how much, you know, her parents have meant to her. She got very emotional in that promo after the Royal Rumble, talking about how her mom and dad have been there through everything, and she's so proud to make them proud of her. And even though they won't be at well, I don't know if they're going to be at WrestleMania, depends how Raymond James do in WrestleMania. But she's going to make them proud, and she's going to walk into WrestleMania happy, excited, proud, and hopefully winning a championship. The promo then comes and Bianca's like, I don't know which way to go, but I'm making my decision soon. Reginald comes down and cuts a promo and says, you can go to Raw and you can beat Asuka, but you're going to lose to Sasha. Okay. Carmella comes down and says, you know, I beat Sasha in my first match, and my first time against her. Okay. Sasha comes out and goes, Bianca, you really are the strongest, the greatest, but the best? I don't think so. But if you choose me, I guess we'll see. And then Bianca hit Reginald with her hair. This is the match that should go on at WrestleMania, and this should be the match that Main Events Night 1 of WrestleMania. I'm very scared they are going to do Bianca versus Asuka though, just because technically both Royal Rumble winners are going toward the Smackdown Championship, which is why I would rather have Edge go to Raw to wrestle Drew, rather than have him versus Reigns, because you could clearly have somebody else do it. But I don't know. The segment was really good. Obviously, this is setting up at Elimination Chamber Bianca versus Carmella, which is good, you know. Gotta make Bianca look strong going in to WrestleMania against Sasha. But I'm hoping that they don't wait too long with the decisions and they do announce them at Elimination Chamber, because we are 60-something days away, and at least at this point we don't want title match. Now we're just assuming. But I do have to give a shout out to Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro. Cesaro's on a major push right now, which I love, so I'm hoping he's going after Big E's Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. That's a match I definitely want to see if Rollins isn't going to do it and Rollins is going to wrestle Bryan. But this match is really good. Bryan tapped out, and I actually do not remember the last time Daniel Bryan tapped out in a match. So this is very exciting. I was like, holy shit, like, look at him go. Cesaro's head got busted up in the match too, which is why they rushed the finish. But this is a really good match, and I liked it. This is definitely a match you guys gotta check out. If you're not gonna watch the whole Smackdown, this is definitely one segment to check out. And that was really it. We saw Dominic versus Baron Corbin, and Dominic win, so whoopee for that. And they, like, Corey hinted that Billie Kay and Bayley should team together, I guess. But SmackDown was okay. It was pretty good. I do say it was better than Raw because it flowed nicer than Raw and everything made sense, even though I do not want Edge versus Reigns. But next week, he comes back for the greater good, whether, well, I don't really know what he's doing. Big E? Reigns? Bryan? I don't know. But SmackDown was really good. So make sure to like this video, comment what you liked about SmackDown, who do you think Edge is going to go after, and who do you think Bianca is going to go after, and what the hell do you think this guy is doing at, well, I'll say Elimination Chamber, because I'm pretty sure he's going to go after Bryan at WrestleMania, but comment what you think he's doing. And if you can't see my sweatshirt, it's Seth Rollins. This would be really bad if I cut this whole video and I'm pointing at my sweatshirt, you can't even see it. Make sure to subscribe, click that bell for notifications, and I'll see you all on Tuesday with our Monday Night Raw review. We're on the road to WrestleMania. It's about to get crazy. Lots of wrestling stuff coming up. We got NXT TakeOver next Sunday, and then the week after that, we got Elimination Chamber, and then 2 Sundays after that, we're at Revolution. Lots of wrestling, lots of stuff. Make sure you tune into this channel for some predictions, reviews, fun videos, and all that stuff. Bye, guys.